good day, grade 10s, and once again we are back together. Right, so we are going to be looking at this question 5. All right, we've taken this from Technical Maths DBE Exemplar from 2016. So please, if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you're part of the family. Hey, I had a bit of a hesitation there when I started. Okay, so let's get into it. And please note that we've already published the videos for all the other questions. So you're welcome to go and view those. Right, so firstly, they say state a condition for two triangles to be similar. Right, so two triangles are similar if all angles are equal, right? So if we've got angle, 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 then we know that those triangles are equal. So that is if all angles are equal. Okay, right. Now, in this case, they say to us in the diagram below, ABC is an isosceles triangle, right? And they say to us having AB equal to AC, right? Now, very important for you to note, ladies and gents, once a triangle becomes an isosceles triangle, remember that the angles opposite those equal sides would automatically be equal. So what am I trying to say? If I've got triangle ABC and AB is equals to AC, okay, then it stems to say that angle B will automatically be equal to angle C. Right? So those are angles opposite equal sides. So already I know that angle A should be equal to angle B. Right, and they say to us an ACB is 76 degrees, right? AC is produced, right? Now, when they say a line is produced, it means that we are now going to make a straight line. It means AC, if we continue with that line, it makes a straight line. Now, that's going to be very important because sometimes we need to know whether that's a straight line, because what it then does is that it will give us, we'll be able to get the value of C using sum of angles on a straight line. But if the same is true with BC and D, which is what they stated there, BC is produced till D, then it means those are two straight lines that are crossing each other. Then we're going to have vertically opposite angles over there. Right, now they say to us such that AB is parallel to DE. Right, now they say that show that triangle ABC is similar. Right, so remember this sign is showing us that they are similar, is similar to triangle EDC. Right, and I want you to note in this case, if we've got triangle EDC, right, so firstly, what do we know? We know that triangle ACB, or rather angle ACB, should be equal to angle DCE. So those two are 76 degrees, right? So let's write there. Angle ACB is equal to angle DCE. Right? Which is equal to 76 degrees. And why is that? So remember, we need to state the reason for that. Because they are vertically opposite angles. Right. Note again, what do we know? That angle B over there would be equal to angle D. Why? Because we've got alternating angles. Okay? We've got a pair of alternate angles. Why? Because AB is parallel to DE. So they've already told us that AB is parallel to DE. That's given. And so what it means is that angle B is equal to angle D. That's alternating angles. But also what it means is that angle A, this guy, should be equal to angle E. right? Again, these are alternating angles, all right? And so therefore, ladies and gents, we've got 3 sets of equal angles. That's exactly what we said here. All angles are equal. So in that case, it means therefore triangle ABC. Now it's very important when you actually label that triangle that you order the vertices. So if you look at this, angle A should be equal to angle E, the first one. The second angle B, should be equal to angle D. And lastly, angle C is equal to angle C. Right, so they should correspond in that case. Right, so that's similar to triangle EDC. So how you order your vertices must be the same for each of the triangles. Now, the second, oh, by the way, we need to state a condition. So that's EDC. So this is going to be angle, angle, angle. Please, once you prove similarity, we always need to know what is the reason for you to state why they are similar. Okay, right. Now they say to us, state a condition that will make these triangles congruent. Now, what is congruency, ladies and gents? Remember, congruency is a situation where we've got triangles that are exactly equal. It means that once they are perfectly symmetrical. Once you place the one triangle on top of the other, they will be perfectly equal. So imagine I had a blue triangle and another red one like this. Okay, right. So if those triangles are sitting exactly on top of each other, it means that they are perfectly equal, right? So we say that they are congruent. Now, there are conditions for congruency, and one of the conditions is that all sides must be equal, right? So if all sides are equal, so for 5.2.2, all sides are equal. But similarly, in this case, all sides are equal. But also, if we've got 2 sides that are equal and an included angle, okay? So you can also say 2 sides and the included angle. But for now, because they said only one condition, I'm only going to say if all sides are equal. All right. Now, I'm going to leave this question here, ladies and gents. I thought that they were going to ask about the sizes of the triangle. But perhaps just to make it interesting, we could have found angles A and angle B. Note, I could have said in triangle ABC, I know that angle C plus angle B plus angle A is 360, rather 180, right? 180, that's sum of angles. Remember, these are the interior angles of a triangle, right? But I already know that angle B is equal to angle A. Angle C is 76 degrees. Okay. Let's suppose I said A is equal to X. Then it means B would also be equal to X, right? So it means plus X, and this is 180. So 2X would be 180. Okay, let's say mode math. That's 180 minus 76. Okay, we are going to get 104. And if we divide both sides by 2, then X would be equal to 54. Okay, right. Now note, it means that this angle here would be 54, that one 54. And what does it also mean? It means this angle over here would be 54 for alternating angles. 54. That means that triangle CDE must also be an isosceles triangle, right? And by the way, the opposite angles here, that would be 76, and so that would give you the angle that you have. Of course, this is not what was asked. I was just filling that in so that you know it for the future. All right, for now, ladies and gents, I'll leave this question here. We're going to look at the next question in the next video. I'll see you guys again next time. Sharp, sharp.